Scudetto in the bag for Napoli. Forza Napoli. Napolitans really celebrate the fact that they've been able to win the competition they've been looking for the past 33 years. Well, welcome you on the show, 360 Sports on Trust TV. Adeni Ajishafe. That's the first story we'll be looking at. Italia Serie A title. Osimhen wins Scudetto with Napoli and 3 decades of wait. What's a wait for the Neapolitans, as they call them, or really, they are really celebrating right now. For that particular tweet from Osimhen, dear Napolitans, the Scudetto has been delivered. Now to party or celebrate. I have in the studio with me Olawale Peters.
Good morning, Adeni.
And congratulations for Victor Osimhen.
Yeah, a big congratulations to Victor Osimhen, and I think it will have been Osimhen wins Scudetto for Napoli.
If you look at that, really, it's a teamwork. And even though we are celebrating in Nigeria here, but a lot of people will look at, okay, let's just make all of them, they have won it.
That's part of the issue we have in Africa. We don't know how to praise our own. If it is Erling Haaland now, it won't be this way. We won't be calling it this way. He scored 22 goals and made 4 assists in 27 appearances. That means per match, he contributed to their goal. So take it or you leave it. Yes, it's a teamwork. You can't do it all alone. But for a player to have that goal record, for you to win it, take it or leave it. As far as I'm concerned, without Osimhen, Napoli wouldn't be where they are today. That's the truth. So I think we need to really praise our own Osimhen for breaking a lot of record also. Apart from winning the Scudetto also, and it's going to be the second Nigerian to win Serie A title after Obafemi Martins won it with Inter Milan in 2005-2006 season. And Osimhen also is the first African player. I'm not talking about first Nigerian player. First player in Africa that will be winning the Golden Boot in Serie A. No African player has ever won it before. Also, he has is now a joint highest goal scorer in the history of African player in Serie A. A record set by the current president of Liberia, George Oponwe, with AC Milan, and they still have a few matches to play. So definitely it's going to set another record. Not only that, also Samuel Eto'o had the most goals scored in a single season by African player. Osimhen broke that record again. I just mentioned about 4 records broken by Osimhen just within 1 year.
Osimhen wins.
So take it or leave it.
For Napoli.
Osimhen wins Scudetto for Napoli. Take it or leave it. He has done himself proud. He has done the country proud. He has done African proud. And I think the Arsenal fans also, they can take a motivation from this, that if the likes of Napoli can wait for 33 years, they've just waited for 19 years. They still have hope also that they too, they can do it. I hope theirs will not be up to this 33 years, but take it or leave it. I think a very good one for
Victor.
For Napoli, for Victor Osimhen. I'm just looking at the atmosphere in Napoli, how it's going to look like now. I wish the match is being played at home, but nevertheless, they're still going to have their celebration when they are playing their next match. A very good one, and that is the result of dedication, commitment, and hard work, and believe in yourself that I can do it. Nobody gave Napoli a chance before. We're looking at Napoli and Atlanta, that they are the new team coming into Serie A to break the top 4. But all of a sudden, they just said, no, I'm good, I'm more than top 4. I can win the Scudetto also, and you can see their consistency for the past 3 or 4 seasons. Sincerely, I think it's called for celebration.
Well, but if you check Italian football history, yes, aside Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus, and Roma, it has always been maybe Lazio. No, as at the time Maradona won it with them in 1990. Okay, that was the last time that Napoli name actually rang bell then. But now, it has always been those 4 I mentioned. Maybe now include Roma, the sleeping giant. But now, Napoli has become the new Newcastle in England. They've taken over. They are really showing that, yes, this time around, we are here to stay. Yes, they have a couple of players who actually changed the tune over there with the Neapolitans, Osimhen, Kvaratskhelia, and all of them. But right now, if you check the record broken by Victor Osimhen, I still remember Hamsik, their former striker, Cavani, if you remember him, Lavezzi, and all of them, Higuain. In fact, they couldn't. They were not able to win the Scudetto. Compared to this set of players who were not as prolific at the front, like the way those players I mentioned were then, they were able to do it. That shows that the commitment you mentioned, dedication, discipline, the zeal, the quest for the hunger, yes, the hunger to win the league was there. From beginning of the race, that is the Scudetto race for this season, they never dropped. They kept going. Well, maybe I don't want to mention us now, so that you don't use that to attack me. But really, they believe in themselves. They head on to the pace throughout that. It is a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, it is a marathon or a sprint. Take it or leave it. And that's what we normally say about football. It's all about concentration. That's the truth. Once you lose the concentration, even for a day, a match, take it or leave it, your morale will just go down the rate. If they didn't win that yesterday's match, definitely they didn't have the draw yesterday. It would have been
a tough one.
A tough one.
I remember they were supposed to celebrate with Salernitana
at home, which they didn't. If this one happened also, take it or leave it, that is how the morale will be coming down one way or the other. But if you are self-motivated, and you are hungry for success, because look at the record, 33 good years before they won this title. So that shows that in the next 4, 5, 10, 15 years, the same way they are talking about Diego Armando Maradona, that won it for them in 1989, 1990 season, they will continue talking about Victor Osimhen and his team for the next couple of years before they can win it again. So I think it's something that called for celebration. It's all about dedication, concentration, believe in yourself. I can do idea. And you see Victor Osimhen, it's all-rounder striker. He's not a box-9 striker. It's someone that you see all over the pitch, and you even ask yourself that, is he playing a top 9 or is he playing from the wing? What he needs is his pace, space, wherever I can find it. You see him coming to defend, you see him playing in the midfield, you see him going up the attack. I think sincerely, he is a very good player, a contender for African Footballer of the Year, and even a nominee for World Footballer of the Year because of all this record that he has already broken. Because
if you check the record right now in Europe, if you mention top strikers, Osimhen is actually among them. In all the leagues, the top 5 leagues in Europe, Osimhen tops the Serie A. And if you check England, Haaland is there. And you look at France, Mbappe, you look at Spain, Lewandowski and all that. But really, by the time you match all of the 5 top leagues, and you'll be like, wow, Osimhen, the Nigerian, is there and is really making waves among them. Really have to appreciate the fact that Victor Osimhen has done well with his team Napoli over there in Italian Serie A, winning it after 33 years wait. They were waiting, hoping, despite all the area of that playing in that particular squad, Lavezzi, Cavani, Higuain, they couldn't do it. But right now, Victor Osimhen, with the likes of Kvaratskhelia, they'll be able to do that undoable. But right now, their coach is also celebrating. The coach also broke a record as the oldest coach to win
Serie A. So it's celebration galore for them in Napoli. I won't be surprised if they declare public holiday.
And Napoli, as they say in Nigeria, not even in Nigeria, they say Napoli like Lagos. So it's like it's going to be a party like throughout the city of Napoli now.
They deserve it.
Napoli is the third largest city when it comes to Italian history or thereabout. But right now, during that Salernitana wait, they were supposed to celebrate. They had to wait till yesterday. Now that they got it, I can imagine what will happen by the time they play over during the weekend at home.
I'm sure between now and when they will play in their next match, it's going to be party, 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 and party. But I think what they need to do right now, let them enjoy it, let them enjoy the success. But just like the politician, immediately they win an election, they'll start planning on how to win the next election. So they also should start planning on how to defend their title for next season, because now all eyes will be on them. Probably they were underrated before, that Napoli. People are looking at Inter Milan, AC Milan and Juventus. So the concentration wasn't that much on them. But next season, the concentration will be on them. Every team who wants to beat a defending champion. So that's it. So yeah, let them celebrate, let them party, let them now start thinking also ahead of next season. Their players, how are they going to hold them on that they won't want to leave? Like, if you ask me personally, I think this is a high time for Osimhen.
To move or to stay?
No, to move.
Okay.
Because then, that's Napoli winning the Serie A next season. I don't see that happening. If it happens, they've won it or he has won it before. So there's no need of having double Serie A trophy.
So go elsewhere.
Go elsewhere and prove yourself. Go to a team where you can play either in the semi-final or final or even win the Champions League. So you can look at that also to see how you are going to achieve that. And how can you achieve that? Is look at some of the top teams in Europe. Go in there and be part of that team. So if you ask me, I think this is the high time for Osimhen
to move.
To move. He has won what he needs to win. He has set the record that will take years for people to break. People will talk about it. Come on, let him be among the best in the world now, not in Africa.
If you are to pick a club for Osimhen now, we've seen Man United showing interest. Some actually moved to Chelsea. Some mentioned PSG, Bayern, Real Madrid.
Okay, I don't want him to end his career like Mikel Obi. Manchester United, they are not a title contender. Chelsea, that they are battling relegation.
2.
If you look at PSG, we call them Farmers Club, so they are not that pronounced. Look at the number of years that they've been looking for these trophies. They've not been consistent when it comes to semi-final, playing in the final. Now Messi is most likely to leave PSG.
Even Neymar
is most likely to leave PSG. So they are going to start building a team. Best bet, either it goes to Real Madrid or it goes to Bayern Munich. Either of the two clubs, I'm very certain, is going to win the trophy, either La Liga or German Bundesliga. And in Champions League, the probability and possibility of him getting to the semi-final, winning the trophy also is very certain for him the next 1 or 2 years. So either of the two clubs, as far as I'm concerned, is better. But going to Chelsea, that's even totally out of it. Going to Manchester United,
out of it.
Even Man City, they have Erling Haaland, who has also broken almost all the goal record in England. So there's no need for him to move in there. Newcastle will have been an ideal team for him also, but are they title contender?
For now,
I doubt it.
There seems to be top 4. Pretending.
Yes, they'll be title holder, just like Arsenal held this on for 247 days before the real owner came and took it over from them. So as far as I'm concerned,
the real owners?
The real owner have taken it. Now the landlord has come. Now they've said the tenant.
They will win, and then they will throw. They will push the
complicity. See, the truth of the matter still remains the truth. In all the leagues, you have people that they are title contenders, that you know that the possibility of them winning the league is certain. You know some that what they are fighting for is top 4.
You remember that it's title holder? I mean, it's not
yes, they are title holder.
So they are holding for Arsenal.
So they are holding for Arsenal.
Yes. Arsenal is still coming back to take over.
Oh, okay, we'll see what will happen at the end of the season.
Seriously.
So I think either Real Madrid or Bayern Munich will be a perfect fit for
Victor Osimhen. They are coming from Olawale Peters. We've been talking concerning Victor Osimhen winning the Scudetto for Napoli and also with Napoli. We really need to appreciate the Nigerian. He has done well for himself, scoring 22 goals, record being broken by him in different facets. And really, we need to appreciate for what he has done. He's been fantastic so far, despite being injured. Really, he still bounced back and he was able to do it. Forza Napoli and really Scudetto in the bag. Right now, we'll move away from the Scudetto story. Let's talk about our own now. Yesterday, a match was played, that is the Federation's Cup between Rivers United, defending champion MPFL, against Eyimba International, the most celebrated when it comes to football in Nigeria right now. Well, they actually dumped Rivers United out on penalties. Yeah,
I think fatigue is setting in
for
Rivers United. Take it or leave it. It's not easy. The last match they played was on Sunday. If I get it right, they played on Sunday, and yesterday, Thursday, they played also. So they have about 2 or 3 days to play such intense competition. It's not really easy on them. And to me, I think it's maybe it's going to be a blessing in disguise in one way or the other. Now, the CAF Confederation Cup that they crashed out, they broke a record also. This is going to be the first time they will get into quarterfinal. So they have that already. Then the Federation Cup that they crashed out yesterday. If not, they will still be playing again next week. When
that's United.
Yes. So and they still have they have 2 outstanding matches against Sunshine Star and Doma United that they've not played. So that means the fixtures will be too compounded for them to manage. Right now, I think what they need to do is just to concentrate on the Nigerian Professional Football League. Currently, they are 4th on the table. They have 2 outstanding matches, and they are having 23 points. While I don't know, maybe I should call them the
pretender or title holder.
Also, Lobby Star, they're having 29 points. So they only have 6 points in between the 4th position and the 1st position. If they can win their 2 outstanding matches, which they are to play at home against Doma United and Sunshine United, definitely they're going to get.
I think Rivers is actually having that kind of mode of Manchester City right now, because of the fact that 1, they are the defending champion.
Yes.
2, they have 2 matches to play, and right now they actually seem really, even despite having those, they are yet to play those matches. They are still among the top 3. So that shows that now Man City have taken over Arsenal. After, if Arsenal win, they take over. After that, Man City win. Now, if Rivers United are able to win the 2 matches, they actually automatically top the table.
Yeah, definitely.
So the title holder you mentioned,
yeah, it's
actually comes to play.
Yeah, it comes to play also. It comes to play also. But I think they should just take it
easy,
one after the other. I think their next match is going to be against Bayelsa United on Sunday and at home. And it's an opportunity for them to give their supporters, their fans, something to be happy about, despite the 2 losses they've had. So I'm sure they're going to win they should be able to win their next match. From there, they will get motivated. So let them just concentrate only on the Nigerian Professional Football League. Just like we had in England also. You know, at times when we make analysis, you mention one club all the time because they are like the perfect example. Like Arsenal, for example. It's got to a stage that they are like, okay, let them just concentrate only on Premier League. Maybe because they are playing in Europe is affecting them or what have you. Despite that, look at what happened. So that shows that what you don't have, you cannot give. So that's just a very good example. So I think the Rivers United also, they should concentrate on that, make it to the best.
That's Super 6.
That's Super 6. Then from there, they take it up and let's see if they can defend their title. But it's not going to be easy on them because they are the team to beat for anybody now. Right
now, I've been talking concerning Rivers United, who actually lost start against Enyimba International in the Federations Cup that they played round of 64. They just played their own because of the fact that they were engaged in the CAF Confederation, where they also lost out to Yanga FC of Tanzania. But right now, Rivers United will have the opportunity to play their remaining matches outstanding in the MPFL Bridge League, and let's see what happens concerning that team. From there, let's talk about a man who believed there is a God in football after they were dumped out 11 days later by Manchester United. They also did their own pound of flesh. Brighton 1-0 against Manchester United win. I think there is a God of football, Roberto De Zerbi.
Oh, well, if you watched that yesterday's match, you know that there's something behind it, sincerely. And if you look at the Brighton team currently right now, and I think they are on the path to make history. To make history, to play in Europe for the first time in the club history. They've never been in Europe before. Currently, they are 6th on the table, just behind Liverpool and Manchester United. And they have 2 outstanding matches. So what they need to do now, and where they are coming from, they shouldn't look at it. Where they are going to is what they should look at. They have 6 matches to play before the end of the season. They've played 32 matches from the 38 matches that will be played in the season. But if you look at the outstanding 6 matches, it will be very, very tough for them before they can make the top 4. That's the truth. Because now from the 6 matches they have outstanding, they're going to play against Man City, they are playing against Arsenal, they are playing against Newcastle, they are playing against Aston Villa, they are playing against Southampton, and they are playing against Everton. So from these 6 outstanding, they have 4 top teams that they are playing against. And those 4 top teams also, they have something they are fighting for. Aston Villa wants to play in Europe also, because if you look at their position currently, they are 8th on the log table, 54 points. And the difference between them and Liverpool is just how many points? 5 points. So that means anything can still happen. Man City, this is not the time for them to even sleep at all. Arsenal also, they have to keep fighting till
the momentum should be consistent.
Should be consistent till the end of the season. Newcastle also, they want to go back to Europe, so that's why they're in 3rd position. So they don't want to have a situation whereby the Manchester United will overtake them. So it's going to be a very, very long 3 weeks for Brighton. But do they have what it takes? Sincerely, they have what it takes. If you look at the team, we are talking about a team that we thought they finished. What do I mean? When they sold 3 of their star players this season, Cucurella, they sold him to Chelsea. And they made a very cool money. But this is a player they bought from Getafe in 2022. And they bought him for £18 million. And in 2023, just a year, they sold him for £68 million.
Cool money.
Pounds. From 18 to 68 million. 50. So you can see 50 million pounds extra they made on that. So we thought when the likes of Cucurella, Trossard also that left for for Arsenal, then also Bissouma that left for Tottenham. We thought, oh, with these 3 players, Brighton is going to regret it. But no, they did not.
In fact, they seem to be stronger.
They are stronger. That shows that it is not
those players.
It is not Graham Potter that made Brighton, like we thought, that made Chelsea to go for him. It is the players that made Graham Potter. And we can see that with what they are doing currently right now. So as far as I'm concerned, I think they are doing very, very well. They have what it takes. If they cannot go to play in Champions League, they can play in Europe, that's Europa League, or they can play in the Conference League. Either way, they are still far better than a team that spent £541 million. And currently now, they are on 12th position.
Let's see that team, please. Where that team is standing there.
No, you're wearing their color. So they are still better off than them. So I think Brighton, they've done themselves very well, and they should be proud of what they've achieved this season. So they should just keep it on. Let's see what will happen between now and the end of the end of the season. Now,
the team you mentioned, Chelsea, they actually stand in 12th, 39 points they have. But really, this season, I really don't understand. But with much respect, in fact, you'll be wondering what's really happening. They have the players, the quality players, but the result just not coming, either from Potter or Lampard or whatever. It's just not working. And now, this, I hope it will have effect on the team next season.
Well, it will have effect on the team next season because most of these players that they signed, they came with the hope of playing in Europe. But that hope is not going to be there, sincerely. And the way Premiership is right now, if you are out of the top 4, top 6, or top 7, before you get back there, it can take you 2 or 3 years. And with the kind of young star that they are looking at in the next 2 or 3 years, they want to be competing for the World Footballer of the Year. Do you think they'll be happy staying there? They may not be happy. So that's why you see a lot of players that they'll be trying to force themselves out of contract. I'm not playing again. I'm tired. I want to leave. I want to leave. I want to win trophy. I want to do this. I want to do that. Chelsea, they've made a serious mistake. And this should be a case study for other clubs owners. Sincerely. What you don't have experience in, engage. No, if you want to dabble into it, you should engage professionals and respect their opinion, respect their advice, allow them
to do their work.
Give them the responsibility and the authority. That is the reason why most organizations, because Chelsea is an organization, it's a company, but look at how they are running it right now. So if you continue running it like that, you continue to have the same problem. So to your question, Chelsea needs to battle relegation. 39 points. They've lost 6 matches. They have how many matches left? About 5 or 6 matches. What is the probability that they are going to win? They just move with 1 point to 3 managers for over 1 month. I think that is totally uncalled for.
Totally uncalled for. They have been talking about the Premier League right now, but still celebrating with Victor Osimhen, Forza, Napoli, Scudetto in the back. Are celebrating in Nigeria there. It's been a wonderful time with Olawale Peters in the studio.
It's my pleasure being here, Denny. Thanks for having me.
For wearing blue now.
No. Now you are denying Chelsea.
Oh my goodness. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. Thanks for watching.